please don't mention this man to me, because your girl is trying to heal from her unofficial breakup. Like, I'm heartbroken because I had already had our wedding plan. I had my dress picked out. Like, he was the one. Like, he was the one. The time of the video, your girl is back again with another story time. If you're to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even gotta say nothing, because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on wait, that's on period. Mary had a little lamb. As y'all can see by the time, well, I don't even know what I'm gonna name this video, y'all. I think I'm gonna title it Too Good to Be True, or I knew it. Like, I don't know what I want to title this video, but it's gonna be something crazy. This story time takes place probably like I want to say like back in October. And if y'all do not know, your girl is finally off the market. If y'all didn't see my recent vlog, I kind of just threw it in there like, hey bitches, I'm off the market. I'm off the market, y'all. But this was during like my dating scene, my dating era. Oh yeah, before we get into, I almost spilled this. So before we get into it, go ahead and get y'all some wine, get y'all some tea. Oh, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get into it, girl. So y'all already know, in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So y'all, this happened back in, well, I want to say I met this individual back in October. I know a lot of y'all was saying y'all wanted me to continue to do like my dating series story times. Although your girl is finally off the market, I still am going to give y'all dating story times from the past, but fingers crossed we won't be doing no more story times about dating from 2023 forward, because like I said, I'm off the market. But yeah, this was during the time when I had been in Texas for like a year now. Why is it a freaking, this gonna bother me, y'all. I gotta kill this. Y'all, it's a gnat in here. And he playing. Like, I got these lights in my room, and basically he's like flying all around these lights, and it's bothering me. But like I was saying, this was last year. This was in 2022, and this was around the time when your girl was going on her dating series. So this was like my mission. I just wanted to be free and just to date, not to hop in relationships with anyone. I kind of just wanted to enjoy being free, because like I told y'all in the past, I have always been in a relationship. I have never been single from the time I was 17 and I first started seriously dating, all the way up until, I think all the way up until I was 24. Yeah, right before I moved to Texas. That's the longest I had ever really, that was the longest I had ever really been in a relationship. But when I moved to Texas, I was just like, I'm gonna give myself time to just be free and just, just kind of explore, because I had never properly dated. So this was in my dating era, y'all. And y'all know I was on Bumble. I was on I tried Black, but it was just too many old heads on there, so I deleted the app. I was also on Hinge. Hinge was my app of choice. So I think Hinge, is Hinge the one where you have to message them, or is that Bumble? I don't know, y'all, but I was just on Hinge and Bumble. Why is my hair looking like that? Okay, y'all, I was on Hinge and Bumble heavy around this time, and I was probably going on at least 1 or 2 dates every week. And in this period, I met this guy. We gonna call him, I don't know why I want to call him Bubblegum, but that sounded a little fruity, so we're not even gonna do that to him. We gonna call him, I don't know what I want to call him. Tuna fish. Yeah, we're gonna call him Tuna Fish. So I had met Tuna Fish on I believe it was Bumble or Hinge. I don't remember. It was just one of the two, y'all. I don't remember exactly what I put, but I put something along the lines of, I would never mix black and white again, talking about liquor, y'all. So he commented, and he was just like, tell me the craziest thing that you did when you was off black and white. So that's kind of how the conversation started. So we start talking, and we're just getting acquainted. We're on the app, we're doing a lot of small talk. I'm asking him where he's from. He ends up telling me that he's from Missouri, St. Louis to be exact. I'm telling him I'm from Florida. He's asking me what I do for work. I'm asking him what he do for work. We just trying to fill each other out. Probably after like a week of being on the app, he ends up asking me for my phone number. I give him my phone number, and now we start FaceTiming, but he wasn't like always available. And that's what I liked about him. Like, when you a grown man, you shouldn't always be readily available. Like, we shouldn't be on FaceTime all day. We shouldn't just be chatting all day or texting all through the day. Like, he just seemed like a very busy guy, y'all. That alone attracted me to him more. Like, he was already... Let me back up because I didn't even tell y'all how the man looked. This man was fine. 6'2". He was about 200, like maybe 215, y'all. But he was just built. Like, he was built like Idris Elba, y'all. He was just really filled out, built, brown skin, pearly white smile. He had like he had hair, but his hair was in braids when I met him. But I think on the app he had like a fro in his hair. And then the picture of him on the app was a picture of him graduating. So he was, you know, he was a grown man. He was giving. He had a job. Well, not just any job, y'all. He had a career. Like, his picture on his Hinge or Bumble account, it was a picture of him with his cap and gown on when he was getting his master's. Don't remember what he was getting his master's in, y'all, but all I know, he was a STEM major, because I remember us talking about that. But yeah, the man was just really, really fine. Like, I was super attracted to him. And fast forward, now we texting, we in the iMessage, and we just texting back and forth. Fast forward, I remember one day, maybe like a week after him getting my number, he ends up asking me out. But the way he asked me out, it was just giving grown man. Because y'all know nowadays, ninjas don't even be knowing how to plan dates, what to go on a date, what to start, how to even ask you on a date. All they want to do is what you doing. I want to see you. Like, y'all know how men are. If you've been on dating apps, you know how the men are on dating apps. But he just came very correct, y'all. He was just like, I want to take you out. Are you ready at this date and time? And I was just like, yeah, I could be ready. He picked a place for the sake of this video, because he does know that I have a YouTube channel, but I doubt this man watched me, so I'll go ahead and tell y'all. Our first date was at Miss Carousel. If you in Houston, it's kind of like, it's by like Truck Yard, and it's like in downtown area, and it's a nice bar slash restaurant, but it's more of like a chill area. Like, people just go there to like drinks and just vibe. It's not really a foodie type place. So that was our first date. I ended up meeting him there maybe like at 6 o'clock on a Saturday. And I'm not gonna hold you, y'all. When I first met him, your girl was so nervous. And don't y'all start, because a lot of y'all be like, I love you nervous before a first date. That mean that baby, that's not a sign. I'm just nervous. Like, he's fine, so I'm nervous. Like, he makes the room hot, so that's why your girl was nervous. So before he came, I made sure I got there early, y'all. So I remember, I'm gonna post a picture, y'all. And if you follow me on Instagram, you probably remember this, because I remember I was just posting hot plates like every day of the week, and y'all would swipe up on my story and be like, hey, y'all, you want a date? And I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm on a date. Like, another meal, another date. Y'all knew I was going on dates. So basically, I had on this black dress, and I had on a jean jacket, and I had my hair in some braids. And I actually took a picture at this restaurant, and I'm waiting up for him. I'm probably like 20 minutes early, and your girl is just, I'm nervous, y'all. I'm super nervous, because it's not a blind date, but I feel like if you haven't seen the person in person, it kind of feels like a blind date to me. So I remember I go to the bathroom, you know, I spray a little perfume on me, freshen up a little bit, and when I came out of the bathroom, what did I name him? Damn, y'all, I really forgot what I named him. We gonna call him Peanut Butter, because I don't remember what I named him, y'all. So as soon as I got him out the bathroom, Peanut Butter was right there, and he was just so... Y'all, the man was fine. Like I said, he was 6'1", 6'2", tall, chocolate, really nice build, like 210-ish pounds, filled all the way back. Like, he had an Idris Elba build, beard, connecting. Like, the man was just fine. So we gave each other a hug. You know, he's like asking me how am I. He's telling me I look great. I tell him you look the same, and we just start chopping it up. And what I really liked about Peanut Butter was he was able to hold a conversation. Y'all know a lot of times you'll go on a date with a man and they be stuttering, or they just like, oh yeah, like that's what's up. But no, y'all, he was able to really engage and hold a intellectual conversation. Like, we were really going back and forth. And I'm a talker, so sometimes I be talking, and then mid-sentence I'm just like, wait, let me stop talking, because I talk too much. Like, I be feeling so self-conscious about me going on dates sometimes, because I just be talking. So if you're able to talk back, you my type of ninja when you able to talk back. And he was talking back to your girl. So, you know, we just getting to know each other. We probably stayed there for about maybe like 2 hours. We end up ordering pizza, and like I said, we just getting to know each other more. Fast forward, we didn't want to go home yet because it was like such a great date. So if you know where Miss Carousel at, right across from Miss Carousel is a rooftop bar, and it's called Sunset. So he walks me over there, and when we get in there, it's a vibe or whatever. And mind you, from this first date, y'all, he had already started like holding my hand and like putting his hand like on the back, like on my lower back. And usually on first dates, I do not allow that, or like, you know, I feel some type of way, or I really watch how you moving. But with him, I just felt super comfortable, y'all. And it didn't have nothing to do with this man being fine, because I don't care how fine you is. If you're doing too much on the first date, I'm gonna let you know you're doing too much on the first date and you out of line. But I didn't feel no type of way when he was like locking his hands with me. Like when we were crossing the road, he would put his hand on my lower back. Like, your girl, I felt comfortable, y'all. We go into rooftop Sunset, and the music is the music not that good this night, but we dancing, we vibing. I remember us sitting down in the shade, and I remember him like standing up just so he can like block the shade from me. Like, he was paying attention to how I was looking, y'all, because I'm sitting down at the spot and I'm like scrunching my face because the sun is like literally hitting me, because we're on a rooftop bar. Well, it's kind of like a lounge class bar, y'all. So we on a rooftop, and I'm like scrunching my face. The man stands up to like block the sun from hitting me in my face. Just complete gentleman, very charming. First date, it was a 10 out of 10. Like, it was a really good first date. After the first day, I end up going home. He texted me, and he was just like, he had a really good time. Of course, I had a really good time, so I let him know that. And then I think a day or two later, he ends up following up with our second date. And y'all, I took note for this part because we went on a few dates, and I didn't really remember all the dates, so I took notes. So boom. Our second date was at this ghetto restaurant, y'all. And I don't know why we went to this ghetto restaurant. It was like somewhere in Spring. If you in Texas, you know where Spring is at. That's like 30 minutes from my spot. So we end up going to this ghetto restaurant. And when we get there, the vibe was just off. Like, it was ghetto. It was overcrowded. They were playing like really loud music. And we still in the trying to get to know each other stage. So we didn't want to go there. So we decided to go somewhere else. I don't remember what the name of the restaurant when we went, but we just ended up going to another restaurant. Ooh, we at this other restaurant, and like I said, we're still getting acquainted with each other. This is just a second date. Eye contact is there. Let me go ahead and let y'all know now. Like, the man, I had never really had sexual tension before with a man that was not my man. Like, this was date 2, and the tension that we had, like, y'all, the sexual tension was just at an all-time high for some reason. And this had never happened to me, because at this time I was in my dating era. I was dating people left and right, and I had never felt any type of way towards any of them on like a first or second date. But for some reason, baby, the tension was high. Keep that in mind, y'all. Remember that. So we on this date, we vibe, and we have a good day. I go out to my car. On my second date, y'all, my raggedy car ends up messing up, and it was basically running hot, y'all. It was running hot, and my car was alarming me that it was running hot. So I basically told him, I'm gonna go ahead and go home, but I'm gonna take it slow or whatever. I'm just gonna ride home slow. And he was offering me, like, he was like, hey, I want to make sure you get home safely, so can I just follow you home? And this is just the second date, y'all. And I don't want to let y'all know where I live at in Houston, but just know, I live in Pluto, y'all. Like, I live in another planet in Houston. I live like on the outer skirts. So for him to be offering me to follow me home was like, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, dang, like, you know, around this time, y'all, gas was like $3 and some change. So I'm just like, no, you good. You don't have to follow me home. Like, you know, you good. I'm gonna just call my dad, stay on the phone with my dad the whole way there. And then, you know, if I don't make it, I'll just call a tow truck. Like, I have AAA, you know, I got roadside assistance. We could. But he was just like, no, like, he kept insisting that he was gonna like follow me home to make sure I get home. That happens or whatever. I end up driving home, and then right when I make it home, I text him, and I'm just like, hey, I made it home. And he texted me back, and he was just like, yeah, I know. And I'm just like, how you know? And he was just like, I followed you home. Mind you, I had told this man not to follow me home. I was good. After that second date, in my head, in my mind, this was going to be my man, because I told you not to follow me home, and you still cared enough to follow me home. So boom, that was the second date. Fast forward, I know we went, let me see, the third date was Dave and Buster's, y'all. We went to Dave and Buster's, and Dave and Buster's It's a little out the way, y'all. This Dave and Buster's is in it's in Katy. So this is our third day. We met up at Dave and Buster's, and I don't remember why I couldn't like park in the parking lot of Dave and Buster's. I don't know if the parking lot was filled or what was going on with the parking situation. I just remember I parked like a parking lot, like basically a block from the Dave and Buster's for some reason. I don't know if they was charging. I don't know what was going on, y'all, but for some reason the Dave and Buster's parking lot was full. So I parked like away from the actual parking lot, and he picked me up, and then we walked over to the Dave and Buster's. And I remember seeing this girl, and she had a BBL, and it was giving ant, y'all. It wasn't the butt. Y'all know how it look when somebody get a BBL, and it's okay. This was basically what it was. This is the legs, and this is her booty. It was just like, it was just giving ant, y'all. And I remember making a comment about it, and I was like looking, I said it out loud, but I wasn't trying to say it to him. I was just like, why would she do that? But I was really thinking in my head saying it, but I said it out loud. I was just like, why would she do that? He was just like, do what? And the girl was like walking directly in front of us, and I was just like, why would she get her booty that big? Like, it doesn't look right. And he was just like, what BBL? What girl? I don't see nobody. And when he said that, I was just thinking like, yeah, you don't know it, but you really gonna be my man, because he was basically trying to say that he didn't see the girl in front of us when she was walking right in front of us with a booty like sitting on a stick. Like, her booty was huge, and he was trying to tell me that he didn't peep it. So I'm just like, yeah, you my type of ninja. Like, you gonna be my man. So the whole time, like our whole interaction, there had been no red flags. Like, everything this man did, I was just like, yeah, you gonna be my man. Because I'm one of those girls that's like, I don't want to say I fall in love quick, y'all, because I don't. But when I connect with somebody, in my head, I can already tell, like, when you gonna be my man. Like, we had no red flags. He was a gentleman. He was planning all of our dates. He had followed me home just to make sure I made it home safely when I insisted that he didn't. And the chemistry was there. Like, the chemistry was through the roof. So fast forward, we end up going to Dave and Buster's. We had a beautiful time. It was fun. He's also competitive. I'm competitive. So yeah, y'all, we had a good time. I went home, and he followed up with that next date. The next date was a movie date. What came out around this time? I don't remember what came out around this time. Maybe it was Black Panther 2. I don't know if I seen that with him or if that was somebody else. But I don't know, y'all. We just went on a movie date. Again, a perfect date, y'all. Like, every time after the date, I would call my homegirls. Like, if any of my friends see this, they're going to be like, Asia, like, you was so annoying when you was talking to this man. Because every time after a date, I would go into detail and tell them, like, how the man smelled, how he looked, what he had on. I was just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about this unofficial boyfriend. So boom, the date is over. Fast forward again, after every date, either on the day or a day or two after the date, he would follow up with another date. He would have everything planned to the T, to the time, to the day. And he would even offer to pick me up. Like, y'all, it couldn't get no better than peanut butter. Like, who's jelly when you dealing with somebody like him? Like, y'all, the man was just French kiss, chef kiss, like, just perfect. So fast forward to the fifth date. I do not remember what restaurant we went to, but I want to say, I think it was Bungalow, because it was a nice place. I don't remember, because like I said, around this time I was just doing a whole lot of dating, y'all. But we went on a nice date. It was just a really nice date. We did a dinner date this time. And again, the vibe there, energy is there. We're laughing through the night. We having a good time. Fast forward to the end of the day. Like I told y'all, at the very beginning, y'all, the chemistry was there. Your girl was feeling him. I was feeling him. I kind of felt like a little kid, and I don't usually feel like this on dates. Like, I remember being on the phone with my friends telling them, like, y'all, I go on a date with plenty of men, and after the dates, like, I don't feel any type of way. It's just like, okay, yeah, he's a nice guy, he's a vibe, this is that. But no, like, after this date, I felt like a little kid. Like, I remember it's vlogs that I have on my channel after me going on like dates, and I remember one in particular after I went on a date with him. I think I told y'all in a vlog. I'm going to look for that footage, and if I can find it, I'm gonna put it in here. But literally after that date, I was telling y'all, like, you don't feel like this on like regular dates with people. Like after the date, I was kind of like feeling butterflies. I was in my stomach. I was daydreaming. It was just, y'all, it was just weird because nobody had ever made your girl feel like this. So I really thought this was gonna be the one. Like this was gonna be the one to take your girl off the dating scene. Like I thought this was gonna be the one, y'all. And mind you, we had made it to the 5th date. I had never, I think that was like the most dates other than with my ninja that I'm with now. Before him, I had never made it to the 5th date with somebody because it's just like they'll be texting me too much. They lame. They want to be the, y'all know how these ninjas are. They want to be the women in the relationships. It would just be so many red flags. Like the red flags would just be, y'all, the flags, you would think I was a referee girl because the flags was just there. They was pink, purple, yellow. Y'all, it was just so many flags. But with him, there hadn't not been a single red flag. Like the man was almost perfect. Why did I say perfect like that? I was trying to say perfecto, then I ended up putting perfect and perfecto. Y'all know what I meant. Perfect. The man was damn near perfect at this time. So boom, after our dinner date, I decided to go ahead and take it back to the crib. We said we was gonna watch a movie, but y'all know, hopefully everybody on my channel grown. You know, we do what grown people do. That ends up happening. We had a happy night. Whew. So after that night, again, I go back to my house the next morning and everything is fine. He's following up with texts. Also, he was bringing me flowers on these dates, opened the door for me. Y'all, he was a complete gentleman. Fast forward, at this point, we're dating exclusively because I'm not going on dates with anybody else at this point. I don't really know what he's doing. It hasn't really came up because I'm not the type to like try to rush the process. I was just going with the flow, you know, just doing my thing, y'all, not really having any intentional conversations about us dating in the future. The only thing we really talked about is what we were looking for. But at that particular time, I don't feel like after 3 or 4 dates, I'm ready to date you. Although in my head, he was my unofficial boyfriend, but I didn't want to jump the gun yet, y'all. So I'm still going with the flow. Fast forward, at this point, I'm no longer counting dates anymore. Just know we had a happy night, but this happy night, the girl did something that was just, I've never done before. Unforgivable. I can't even tell y'all what I did on YouTube just because we're on YouTube. I can't tell y'all. It's just some things that I have to keep. I got to keep a secret. But yeah, I did something, and after I did that, the next day I went home and I noticed that peanut butter was acting funny. Like he was just moving weird. Like usually he would text me every morning, good morning. I had just woke up with him that night before, but still he would still text me, check in with me, ask me how work's going. Like, you know, the communication was just flat this day. And y'all already know when a ninja is acting funny, like something is up. So I'm not the type to beat around the bush. So I'm just like, hey, like, what's up? Like, what's going on? Like, is it something I did? Like, did you not like what happened earlier? Y'all, my camera ended up dying, but your girl is back. Where was I? Okay, so basically I had done something that was just so unforgivable, y'all. He wouldn't forgive me. And like I said, due to us being on YouTube, I cannot disclose what I did. But basically, I just did something that was just, it just violated his moral compass. Like, he just couldn't accept it. So he told me, hey, I'm gonna have to think about this. Like, I'm gonna need time to think about it. So immediately, y'all, I owned up. I apologized. I right my wrongs. We not perfect. I'm human. But it just felt weird, y'all, because usually I'm the one with the scissors. Like, I'm the one that be cutting these ninjas off. Like, you cut me off? Who cut me off? Who cut me off? Do you see me? Do you see me? Like, you ain't cutting me off. So y'all, I was shocked, but your girl had to bite the bullet. I basically apologized for what I did, and I had to swallow the bullet. If he never wanted to speak to me again because of something I did, then so be it. So I told him I respect it. I was definitely not gonna beg. Ladies, do not beg. If somebody tell you they don't want you or they feel a way about something, accept it. It was hard, girl, but I bit the bullet. Of course, I whined about it to my girls. I'm just like, girl, this is what happened. He cut me loose, and that's that. And it's just like, no, he gonna come back. Do you see? You know how your girls be hyping you up. And it's like, bitch, I see me, but he said what he said. They're like, Asia, he's gonna come back. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Like, he's definitely coming back to you. And I'm just like, no, like, I don't think he's coming back. Like, I think what I did was like so unforgivable, and I'm trying to put myself in his shoes. And y'all, if the roles were reversed and if I did what I did to him, to me, I wouldn't talk to me either. So that happens, and I'm like, all right, F it. It happened, and I gotta just swallow the bullet. So for weeks, like a few days went by, no text from him, no follow-ups. Like, we still have each other on social media. So he's viewing my Instagram, he's viewing my story. At this time, every time I get pretty, I'm trying to make sure he sees it, y'all. Every time I post on Instagram, like, and you don't like it and you don't see it, I knew he felt some type of way, y'all, because around the time I had posted, this was around Halloween, I had posted something on my story, and I posted a picture, and the man didn't like it. He didn't do anything to it. It was no interaction with the picture. And mind you, like, anytime I would post anything on my story, y'all know them little hearts that be popping up in your story. This man, like, every time he liked every post, every time I post, he likes it. Like, you would think he have his notifications on, but anytime I post a story, because he was the first like that I would see. So I'm just feeling real salty, because I'm just like, damn, like, I'm really cut off. And my friends probably was like, if you my friend and you dealt with me at this time, shout out to you and thank you, y'all, because I was annoying AF. Like, I kept just nagging about it, because I felt like he was like that perfect guy. Like, I felt like he had got away, and at the same time, I really had to speak on it, and I had to live on it. Y'all know what they say. My motto is, if I get curved, men's rejection is God's protection. That's like the motto I will always tell myself. So I'm just like, every morning I'm waking up and I'm just like, men's rejection is God's protection. It ain't worked out. He rejected. It's God's protection. God protect. Y'all, that's me every morning. I would recite those words to myself every morning. I'm just like, men's rejection is God protection. Like, y'all, I would scream that to myself multiple times a day. Anytime I thought about this man, oh, it's God's protection. Like, you wasn't meant to be in my life. You wasn't meant to be here. Like, it is what it is, because if it was what it was, it would have been what it been. But it's not what it is, so you're not meant for me. So that's what I was telling myself. So boom, a week goes by, week 2. I should never told all my friends my business, because this is sometimes when you tell your friends your business or about a dude, sometimes they'll keep contacting you, texting you like, Asia, have you heard from? Have you heard from? Have you heard from? And it's just like, bitch, did the sun come up today? Yeah, it did, but I didn't hear from him. Like, they asking about him every single day, every second of the day. So I'm trying to, like, low-key heal from my unofficial breakup that I had already made in my head. Like, just delusional at this point, y'all. So they keep asking about him. They keep asking about him. I'm respectfully telling my friends, like, hey, if I don't mention this man, please don't mention this man to me, because your girl is trying to heal from her unofficial breakup. Like, I'm heartbroken, because I had already had our wedding plan. I had my dress picked out. Like, he was the one. Like, he was the one. So another week goes by, y'all. Week 3 goes by. I haven't heard from this man anything at all. And of course, my friends, they're not listening. They're still asking me. They're like, Asia, have you heard from him? Like, have anything happened with the guy? And I'm just like, no, y'all. The sun came up today and he must be dead, because I haven't heard from him yet. Like, I haven't heard from him since. So at this point, you know, I'm dating other people. I re-downloaded Hinge and Bumble, because I really deleted the apps, because I thought he was the one. Thought he was the one, y'all. So I'm back on the dating apps. I'm back doing my dating thing. I'm still going out. I'm still peeping me. And I think I probably, from the week that he told me that he wanted just to, like, take time and he needed, like, a break from dating me, essentially that's what he said, y'all. I was back on the apps in like a week. So now I'm back out here in these Houston streets, and I'm dating and I'm going out, and, you know, I'm just having a good time. And, you know, as soon as you start posting and you start having a good time and having your way with life, peanut butter tries to come back in my life, y'all. So he never formally texted me or talked about the situation. He started off by just liking my Instagram post. He started, like, spamming my posts randomly. Didn't pay any attention, because he started doing this on week 3 of not hearing from him. So at that point, you're dead to me. Like, it's a new day. It's a new nigga. Like, you dead to me. Like, I forgot about you, peanut butter who? Like, I'm on the jelly. Like, I'm on Nutella. Like, you done. It's a done deal. So he's liking pictures, and, you know, I see it or whatever, but I don't do anything back. I don't retaliate. I just see it. Fast forward, he starts back liking my Instagram posts anytime I would post. At this point, I wasn't mad at him. I respected his decision to not really speak to me on the level we were speaking before. So I just restricted his Instagram, restricted him. I didn't block his number or anything because, like I said, I wasn't mad. I ate the bullet, y'all. I charged it to the game. So fast forward, at this point, well, let me back up a little bit because I just missed something. At that time, y'all, I was so delusional because it's just like I couldn't fathom a ninja cutting me off. So literally I just started making up crazy things in my head. Like I said, I was trying to find reasons as to why we couldn't be, because it just couldn't be that he had morals and he was standing on it, y'all. I was becoming delusional and I just wanted it all to make sense. So at this time, this was probably on week 1. This probably was like a week or maybe week 2 after we had lost communication, because he said that he needed this time to breathe and think about the situation. So at this point, I'm trying to put 2 to 2 together. I'm watching his Instagram, y'all. So I think he probably had 100 and it's a gnat in here and it's bothering me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. But he probably had about 100 and no, I'm lying. He probably followed about 400 people, and then he had about 1,000 and something followers on Instagram. So it wasn't hard to track or see when he got a new follower. So I'm on his Instagram, and every day I was noticed like his following account was going up. And when we first matched on either Hinge or Bumble, the first thing he did, he added me on Instagram and he started spamming my pictures. So crazy Asia, y'all. I gotta keep it a bug. When I like somebody, I'm gonna investigate. That's one thing I'm gonna do. So I'm investigating on his Instagram. I'm going through his followers, and I'm noticing all of his recent followers are girls that resemble me. And y'all probably thinking like, bitch, you're crazy. There ain't no way he's following girls that resemble you, y'all. And when I say resemble me, I just mean they were brown skin, they were thick, and they had full lips. And yeah, that's all I meant by girls that resemble me. So I'm like, all right, he's following his type. That's fine. And when I dig deeper into these girls' profile, like I would click on the profile and I would notice that all of these girls had like Houston. They had HOU or HX in their bio on Instagram. So I'm like, these girls just moved here, because it'll be like TN for Tennessee and there'll be a little plane going over to Houston. And it wasn't just 1 or 2 girls, it was like multiple girls. Like his recent followers were showing that he was getting a lot of new friends and they all said Houston. So I'm thinking like, all right, maybe this guy is not as perfect as I thought he was. Like maybe he was been like having his way and he was probably been dating other people. You know, he was probably dating other people when we was together, and he just needed a reason. Like he was going, you know, chop me anyway, but he just needed a reason. I'm starting to make up all these crazy delusional things in my head, y'all, just so it can make sense. Eventually on week 3, like I said, I was already dating other people by then. I think by this time I had met my boyfriend by this time. So I was kind of all over it because, you know, new day, new ninja, new standard. Like he was bringing the standard, y'all. So I'm dating, and I forgot about peanut butter. Peanut butter is long gone. This happened all the way back. I want to say I met peanut butter in October, and by the end or beginning of December, like peanut butter didn't exist or whatever, because remember, he needed time to think. So fast forward, at this time, I'm with my boyfriend. Like I have a man now, y'all, and life is good. Like I'm with a whole new ninja. Everybody else, like it makes sense why I didn't work out with all the other ninjas, like because I'm with the one, I'm with my mans. So I forgot all about peanut butter. Like I always felt like peanut butter was like it was too good to be true, like how the situation started and then it just ended that quick. But like I said, I had never found a solution to the real reason. I just had to like stick with it. He stood on his boundaries, and that's what it was. So fast forward to last month. What's today? This month is May. Yeah, last month, y'all. So in April, maybe like in the beginning, it probably was like, I'm gonna look for the DM. I'm not gonna promise y'all I'm gonna put it in here, just simply because y'all tell me I always forget to put my DMs in here when I'm editing. But let me pull up the let me put up the screenshot. So last month, I get a DM from this girl, and when I click on her page is private. Don't know the girl. I can see a picture of her little Ivy, like her profile picture on Instagram. It's a brown skin girl, really pretty girl, and it says that she's from Chicago. It says Chicago to, she puts like a little, it wasn't an arrow, but basically she put that she's new to Houston on her thing. So I'm just like, all right, maybe she wants to be my friend, because like I said, I have a lot of subbies in Houston, and I get DMs and I get messages all the time from my subbies asking like to let's do brunch, let's do something. So I'm thinking that this is one of them, because she writes me and she's just like, hey, can I ask you a question? So I'm literally thinking like, oh, Asia, you about to make a new friend. The girl probably wants to go out to brunch. She want to go out to eat, something like that. So I write the girl back and I'm just like, hey, what's up? And she sends me peanut butter profile, y'all. She's like, do you know him? And I'm just like, yeah. Why? Question mark or whatever. So she's like, how do you know him? And I'm just like it's an old friend. Let me see what I said. I don't remember exactly what I said directly, but I think I said he's a past thing, or it's like an old friend. I said something along the lines of that, y'all. And she was just like, oh, well, how well do you know him? And I was just like, I don't really know him that well. We just like, he's just a past friend. So she keeps pressing it and pressing it and pressing it. So by this point, I go ahead and send the girl a request, because her Instagram is private. Like, I can't see who she is, but my Instagram is public, so she can see my pictures. And I have pictures and I have the location set that I live in Houston, but I don't have in my bio that I live in Houston, y'all. So I'm sure she, you know, read my page up and down. So, you know, I want to do the same. So I look at the girl's page. She has like 6 pictures on her page. Very beautiful girl, very pretty girl. Didn't really grab much from her page or anything. She wasn't a mutual friend with me or Peanut Butter. Like, we had no mutual friends. Like I said, she was from Chicago. I don't know really anybody in Chicago, y'all. So she's just like, is there any way that we can hop on the phone? And I'm just like, what is this concerning? And she's like, it's concerning Peanut Butter. We're currently been dating and I just have some questions. So me being me, y'all, I honestly probably should have just told the girl no, because like I said, at this point I'm happy. I have a new ninja. I haven't heard from Peanut Butter in like months. Like, he would like my Instagram stuff and he would like swipe up and he would be in my DMs, but us having a conversation outside of like thank you when he tried to spin the block, that's all it really was. So I give the girl my number. The girl calls me immediately, y'all. Like, as soon as I press send, like I type the last letter of my number, press send, the girl is hitting my line. My phone is ringing and it's a Chicago area code. So I answer the phone. So she hops on the line and she was like, this gonna sound weird, but I just want to know the truth. And I'm just like, the truth about what? She's like, how do you really know Peanut Butter? And I'm like, oh, we casually dated like months ago. And she's like, oh, well, I found you in his DM. So that's how I found your Instagram. And I seen like a text thread between y'all. And I'm just like, I haven't talked to that man. Like, if I seen that man right now, I wouldn't know that man. Like, I haven't talked to that man in months. Like, really, what is this about? So she goes into detail and she tells me that she went through this man's phone and she finds all types of videos and pictures of us and pictures of other girls and all types of crazy things. And I basically told her, like, I haven't seen him in like months. That was that, but it is what it is. So whatever. Like, I just told her like all we spoke about. I told her we dated for probably like no more than 2 months and it ended months ago. Haven't seen him. He swipes up on my Instagram story here and there, but we have literally nothing going on. So she's like, thank you. Basically I had to finish my investigation. She was a really chill girl, but she was just like, I had to finish my investigation. So I guess she was going through his phone and calling and texting everybody, trying to put 2 and 2 together. And I honestly don't even think I asked her. I don't even remember, y'all, if he been had a girlfriend the whole entire time or if this was like a new girl from her moving. I don't remember, y'all. I don't want to lie. I do not remember. But basically, long story short is it was too good to be true. And I just found this out last month. Mind you, the situation with me and the boy has been over. Like, we've been not speaking, not talking. I'm in a whole other situation. Like, it is what it is. But yeah. Told you. I told y'all. Man's rejection is really God's protection. Y'all see? I knew it. Like, I didn't know it, but me just finding out that he was a bachelor, that he was a playboy this whole time, it really just put the icing on the cake. So I'm just giving y'all this story time, because the true lesson in the story time is, if a man rejects you, it is really God's protection. I wasn't rejected, but I don't really know what really happened with us, but I'm happy that it ended the way that it ended, because he put in my sister stress. The girl going through it. She's going through a whole investigation to kind of connect, this is my third glass, y'all, but trying to connect the dots of who he's seeing, what's going on, who he with, and getting big. Like, it's just a whole lot of oh, excuse me. But yeah, y'all, that's the end of this story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all see y'all at my next story time. Peace. Mwah.